welcome. This is Elena, Lynn, Michelle. I am doing the predictions for 2021 and getting them up late. So that's the story of my life since 2020. All right, everything looks kind of weird and just getting into the swing of things. So we're going to start off with the situation card, and the card that I'm using is From Its Time and All Its Meanings. So we have here the 32 card. It is about the hour. It is about the 60 and 60 seconds in the minute, or it could be about the minutes that make up to the hours. So take time to really look into the hour that you are watching this video or listening to this MP3, because there is something about the hour. So something that's coming to me is about the hourglass and how there's sand in the hourglass. Now, when I looked at a couple of different dates and put them in the necks and drew the pillars down, that it made that hourglass, and everything inside, all the sands of time, that it represents, God's plan, the divine plan, how things are coming to you, when they're going to come to you when you ask for them. So really pay attention to what hour you are asking. I know in the Bible it's very explicit about what hour that things did happen on specific things, such as in the Garden of Gethsemane, when Christ died on the cross. It said different things about the hour, and actually when he had died was the Sabbath, before the Sabbath, just like an hour or 30 minutes before the Sabbath. It's very crucial to understand that. And this Rosh Seder, the first Passover, or the head of the Passover, especially going into this year, I kind of feel like there's a lot of things that are going to be happening. So let's just dive into what January is going to give us. So each card will have, for each month, there will be 2 cards that will give us a situation and a clarity that will continue on with 2021. So how we use that is that you have an idea what's going on overall for the month. And then if it's not clear enough, there's a clarity. So you could always do a reading and build on top of all the information that comes. You could do daily readings as well as weekly readings. And that will give you more clarity of what's going to happen. And those are customized too. I'll try to put some more stuff on YouTube. I've been really struggling with a lot of awakening things. So yeah, it's hard to stay motivated. So just to kind of let you know that I am working on my own stuff and also doing more creation. It feels like we're too much in our heads and we're getting headaches, and I get that a lot, and I get pressure on my forehead a lot, and my third eye area is changing again. So this changed a lot in 2019 when I put this, started my YouTube channel and starting Etsy, and it was just like a kick in the butt just to get out of bed. And I'm back to that point again, but then I have other things that are going on in my body. So this may also be happening to you. So, send me an email, put a comment down on what's going on with you. Okay, so the situation for January 2021, this is the Harashira's Fiery Sunset. This is my first horse that I've ever bought, 19 years old. Yeah, that's me. So this is Honey. Honey she was always the one that stubborn. So this is like, there's a stubborn that's coming into, but once you get into the right energies, into how people treat you, and then things are just sweet as molasses, sweet as honey, that things are gonna work out. It's just, when we are in a change, we're stubborn, we don't want more change, then that just kind of motivates us to look within. It's like, why not? So January is preparing us for more change. And don't worry, it's going to be sweet. The rest of the year hopefully will go sweet for us. Okay, and then the clarity card is beauty. Taking time to look at the things that is important to us too. Now I specifically picked this full because she has a crescent moon, and this is the waning moon. So the things that are going out, so pay attention to the new moon, right before the new process. Those are the things that is kicking our butt. Just like, right now, every time I do a video, the dogs act up and the birds go wild. So I'm going to continue on, and then hopefully my house is not torn apart even more than what it has been. Story of my life. So yeah, look into the beauty of things. Things are going out. The burning process is, kind of, going into 2021 is still happening. So bear with, just look at the beauty. Look at the good things in life, because it's going to get better. All right, February is about faith. That's our situation. Faith. Hang in there. This is the feminine side that comes in, that shows us all the wonderful things to receive, to soak in. Just hang in there. This will define more of faith, and maybe even more about what you believe. Not so much the push that a lot of people have been doing. Coming into 2020, didn't we get a lot of that? And into the elections. So this is, also about being the observer and just watch everything happen without getting right into everything. And faith. Have faith. It's gonna work out. And then the clarity card is Emmaus. Okay, so Emmaus is the great granddaddy to actually two of my horses that are like 3 generations apart. And he is the bloodline. So it's like there's a bloodline that's coming in. It could be an ancestral. It could be somebody that putting through DNAs that you're being connected to. So this is like a proven bloodline, proven how he throw his colts, and how strong of a backs they have. The back part is immunity. Is that there's a strong immunity that is coming in, that you don't have to worry. You worry about the pandemic or worry about any of those things. Strong backs carry the load. So definitely I can feel like the yokes are being lessened, or maybe you're taking off the yoke, right? The yoke is the idea of pushing so hard, and you have to pull in order to get things done. So yeah, a bloodline's coming in so that we don't have to work so hard, right? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Kind of like more magical in February. All right, so now we're coming into March, and March is about the situation, this quantum. There's a lot of it. So what is a lot of it that's coming in? Well, it's probably like I know a lot of people don't want to do the vaccines, but I've heard it has at more of almost an 85% rate of not getting COVID again, or the least likely to get sick, like flu. I can't do flu shots, so if you're like me, the vaccine is going to be actually better for you. Quantum, a lot. I kind of feel like quantum physics, that we can shift through time and space. We have a lot of negative space in here. So this is like, even though there's negative, there's got to be a positive in order to make this happen, or in order to make your creations. So use that negative space for the positive, and you can draw in your own lines, right? That's kind of like the story within us. We can draw it, we can focus on it, we could change it. That's a great thing about being a storyteller or an artist, is that we have that ability. And don't forget, the solar plexus, there is an action that is taking place to fill that in, and then a lot of knowledge. All the purple is the knowledge that's coming in, the horse is splashing in. So water, drink a little more water, and take some baths and go swimming. This would be a good time in March to do that. Okay, switch cards. So the next one, the clarity card, is the unity card. This is a girl who is playing with the horse. The horse is nuzzling her, that the horse is trusted and bonded, that it's not scared. There's a partnership that comes in, there's a unity. So with all this happening, there's a unity. Maybe you haven't felt that union before. It could definitely be for marriage proposals. Usually we see that more in February, but it could definitely come into March for you as well. If it's not marriage proposals, it's connection. There's more connection happening. So you're being connected, just like with the people in January is coming in, being connected into March. So keep that in mind. People from the past, people from the present, the future, new pregnancies, that could definitely come into March, especially if you haven't had success in a pregnancy rate or fertility. I can really feel a lot of fertile women walking around right now. So if you don't want to get pregnant, be careful in March. If you do, by all means, just say, I am fertile and I am mama. So that will be coming too. Okay, so April. The situation for April is, I kind of feel like there's going to be some tough times coming in April, and we have to roll with it. This is a horse that is rolling and getting the crap off. It could also be drying off too. Horses, when they get wet, they like to get off human smell, other smell. They like to roll into the earth and to be part of earth and balanced again. So, just roll with it. I don't think you really have to do anything but watch. I always say the observer is here for a reason. So just kind of roll with that and see what happens with that. Don't engage into something that you are unable to fully commit to. Because once you engage into something, and then it's kind of like full throttle, that you have to continually be in that present to stay engaged or to keep that action. So just kind of be careful, pick your battles in April. The clarity is Juanito. This is a little fool that his name means Little John. John means God's grace. So God's grace is the clarity that comes in. So kind of keep that in mind. I don't remember when Easter is, but if you're going to church, just to know that there's grace that is covering you. And it's no longer in mercy. We're going into a time where God finds favor with his people, with those who commune with him. And you don't have to be in a religion for that to happen. So in spirituality, we're using our gifts. And I kind of feel like a lot more people are going to be open to that, and that you're covered by God's grace. And also, that's also part of the bloodline that comes in too. May is it's upside down. Sorry. Some of these I have flipped over accidentally, so I apologize. Not to scare you. Okay, so May is about mother who gives you permission, and she was the goddess that is in the Pleiades on the back of Taurus. So she comes in, and when you ask her something, you give her something in return. So we still give offerings, and an offering could be a donation or something that you give to charity or paying it forward. That is still considered in giving an offering. And so here, this is a horse. It's all nice and shiny and bright with different colors, and kind of looks like a diamond. I call this one Carat. And a carat is about a weight and measure of stones. So you have value, that you are being weighted and measured in May. Not bad. This is not bad. If it was bad, it would be definitely upside down. This is about, how you see yourself as worth. Do you stick around in a job that still uses you? I mean, I stuck around with jobs, and if it wasn't for them firing me or hurting me or letting me go, I'd probably still be there and be unhappy. So it's about using your gifts, and are you using them in your job? Are they evaluating your value correctly? And that could be definitely at like a year anniversary of evaluation. And if you feel like, no, I completely disagree with that, then it's really time to move on. So, look at the value in what you have in your own life. Now, this is the focus card for your clarity. So, focus on what's important during this time in May. So, focus on, what's your value coming into this focus? Is it on your family? Is it on your job? Is it on your class? This is a time that a lot of people register, fill out registration forms for class for the next fall. So what is your focus? What do you want to accomplish coming into the next 6 months? That would be your focus in May and moving forward for the next 6 months. Then we have June, and June is about health. All right. So I don't feel that this is negative. I just feel like you need to do evaluation of your health to make sure that you're getting plenty of sleep, that you're getting plenty of the right food, fresh fruits and vegetables. You're getting the right type of exercise, that you're not overstressing your body. You can exercise too much. So listen to your body. This is the month of June, to listen to your body. Now remember, June is also about the goddess Juno, who is Jupiter's wife, and she is the head of the hearth and home, so over married couples as well. So starting out a home, make sure that your home is safe, that you don't have to put a lot of chemicals in your home for that to happen, but you want to have that energy to exude a safe haven. What do you consider to be like heaven in your own home? All right. Your clarity card is about binding. This is tie, but this is a good thing. This is about the bonds between parents and their children. This is not a bad thing. So it's like you're going to be reinforced in what those bonds are. Now, if you are a child that is like an orphan, or in foster care, or been a foster kid, that this is about something that is binding you to something that you love dearly, or that you have looked at as a parent that you love dearly. That bond is going to strengthen, so you can lean on to this bond. Okay, very beautiful. July is about, I like July, it's about the releasing from imprisonment is what I like to call it. It's a releasement and getting your independence, releasement from bonds. So our card is peace. Now you don't see here, that is why I created these cards, to be a little on the abstract, but there is a horse that is making this horse to go faster. I call it peace because amongst the chaos, even though you are in a position or in anxiety or in stress, that the stress is going to lead you to wanting more peace, right? We talked about the safe haven. What do you want your home to be like? Now here it is, that it's going to force you to find your peace, your inner peace. So it's not a bad thing. And then your clarity is love. So yeah, peace, joy, love, those are the kind of things that you want to keep bringing into your home, into your life, into your manifestations, into your prayers, into your intentions. Love is everything. Now I chose this male horse. It's a stud for those that are trying to get pregnant and maybe still hasn't happened since March, then this would be a good time to start again. Now, I kind of like to look at doing fertility things after the new moon, because the full moon is what binds and connects things. So I think, well, all of my children were conceived, and also I gave birth around the full moon. So it was really interesting in how that happened. So kind of use the moon into the phases of the moon as well, for getting the things that you want. Okay, August. August is for all the people who are psychic, who can see energies, who uses their intuition, their gut feelings. All right, this is August. This is for us. And this is called zeal. It's two horses who have been playing together that have to take a break because they are just so spunky, so full of energy that they have to take a breather. So you may feel like a lot of zeal is happening, but you have to take that break. So remind yourself to not push so hard. Even though you're so excited, still need your rest, still need your sleep. You still can get your things done when you need to. This is the most perfect time to focus on that. And then your clarity is that, and it's called the star card. Now, when I see the star card, it's like all your wishes are coming true. Everything that you're put your energy in, your intentions in. August is harvest. August brings everything in, and these are two little kids with their unicorn, and it's just like all of that beautiful energy is just like you see how sparkly it is all around, is like it's so magical during this time. This, if you haven't asked for anything yet, this would be the time to do it. So definitely get into, all your wishes are coming true this month, so don't have to work so hard because it's coming. I love that. September is another harvest month, and it's a grandparents' day. It's the 7th ember, the 7th fire. This is about our journey. So the identity card is our situation. Again, we have to kind of fill in is like who we are. Again, the evaluation that we had before, maybe you have left your job and here you are going, oh, well, here I am. Now what do I do? And do the evaluation, you do that research, and then you start filling in the lines, you fill in the color, get out your crayons and your markers. You're going to fill it in and how you're going to look like. So here's a horse that is standing by its owner, and it's just like, what kind of partnerships do I want? What kind of homes do I want? How does people want to perceive me? And this is about being true and real and authentic. But however, you can change different aspects of yourself. Like maybe you haven't been so patient, and you definitely don't pray for patience because you get everything thrown at you. So this would be the time to really slow down and kind of look at things. And it's like, I could change how I deal with things by doing 3 steps, maybe counting to 10, and maybe going into the bathroom and washing your face with cold water and just, okay, take a chill, or going outside and taking a walk. And that's going to calm you down. So it's like those evaluations and how you can deal with, chaos and your emotions. And you can change how you talk and how you look at things and change your perspective. So that's part of identity as well. Okay, this is your clarity is any question that you have asked during this month or leading up to this month, and you'll know those questions. The answer is yes. This is the yes card. How many times do we get, oh, I wonder if this is going to happen for me? And the divine says, yes, it's going to happen. So be careful of your thoughts. Right now, your thoughts can manifest into things that you probably shouldn't have thought of. Things that are, that you have been wanting, and those things are coming in. I've had a lot of that lately. So just be careful of your thoughts. The answer is yes, you're going to get those things, even the bad things. So be careful. Okay, October is the 8th bear. in the 10th month. So the 8th bear is about the abundance, and then also looking at the totem of the bear, of how strong and resilient and confident that you are. We're supposed to look into the seasons and really look into how the seasons come and go, what happens during the seasons, and also knowing what the moon cycles are. So October is really going to face you into that. And this is Gemini. So a lot of Gemini energy is going to be coming in. So my daughter was born in Gemini, so I understand. Shira's Fiery Sunset was the first horse that I bought, and Gemini, said Gemini, is the first full-bred Arab that I've ever ridden, and he was just so excited. So it's just like this Gemini energy is coming in, and it's excitable. But the person on the horse is nice and calm. You know, even with those horses jumping all over the place, it's like calm and nice and whew. So just to know that you can get a handle of things, especially when you have a partner. Gemini means twin. So there is a twin out there. So this could be soulmate, twin flames. It could be your partner that's with you now. It could be somebody that you're looking for, partnerships outside of the home into the workplace. Maybe somebody that you're looking for to do a project together, or hey, let's do a collab together. So it's just like soul sister, soul brother kind of twins coming in as well, and that they're going to be the perfect partner, that they're either going to be the calming one, or you're going to be the calming one for them, and you're going to accomplish a lot together. Okay, so this is the clarity card. It's life, picking yourself back up. Okay, so this twin flame kind of energy, this soul to soul energy coming in, is like, you know, you've been knocked down maybe several times, and it's time to build up that confidence again, that self-reliance, that you can do anything that you put your mind to. So this is a reminder to do that, and you will, and you can. November, I like to look at the 11s as the twin flames as well, or as two columns that are holding up the King Solomon's temple, who is Hakin and Boaz. Hakin is kind of like Joseph in a way. The meaning of Joseph is like God will enlarge it, God will make it big. And then Boaz means to move swiftly. Wide open spaces is another one, but there's other different things that you can look at, but it brings stability, and this represents your legs. Her legs are our roots that goes down into the earth. So if you planted us, you would plant us up to our buttocks, and then the rest of it is your root system. So your legs down to your ankles and to your toes, those are all the roots, and the rest of us is part of the tree. So November is bringing you into, it's time to dream again. So maybe your dreams are becoming very vivid. Maybe you haven't solidified those dreams, and it's just pestering you. Your wife or your husband's like, I thought you said we were going to go on vacation, right? Dream vacation. Or maybe it's time to look at a new home, a dream home that you always wanted. This is the time to really dream it and to manifest it. So in my YouTube channel, I do have the manifest or pray through the days of the week, and Mondays are the days to write those things down, to put it down into writing, and to do a vision board. And every Monday you just think about that. I've had my clients and customers use stickers and put it inside an envelope. So you use the same sticker and you put it on like another piece of paper, and you put that in your wallet, or you put that by your mirror in the mornings, put that by the door. So you want to get a lot of stickers that mean the same thing, and then your brain automatically thinks, oh yeah, I need to think about that, without having to think about it. Okay, so that is something that you can really do without getting headaches. So dream and dream again. Okay, then we have, this is a time for choice. That's your clarity overall. November, it's about choices. And remember the choices that we have, the Thanksgiving and the idea of Thanksgiving and how that came around is that during times of trials and tribulations, people came and helped. And then you were able to be successful. And you have this huge harvest and you have all this money that you can give it away. We always give 10% away because 10% represents to giving to the kingdom of God, the priesthood is the representation of the kingdom. And we are all the kingdom. We all are. Anybody who listens to this or watches this video, you are the kingdom. So that 10% goes towards you. And it's just like you have that choice to use that or to give that to the kingdom again. So that is a choice. You may have some other choices, about the dreams, where you're going to go, what's your priorities. You may have a choice of, I kind of like, I want to say adoption versus abortion. I want to say that maybe adoption instead of fostering, or fostering instead of adoption. And a family is coming in on this. This is another stud. It's about family and about maybe some patriarch kind of things and kind of choices that the males have been making. But I don't think it's like the women's choice that it's not getting into the abortion situation, but that there's choices out there other than what people are pushing. So just be the respectable person to make the right choice for you or your child. And I think that's really important. And this could be not be like a fetus, which means little one in Latin, but also with college kids, because this is in November yet, and they're coming home. Maybe they don't have a home, and that choice is bringing that person home to have dinner and be part of your family. I have had that so many times over the years, and it just makes it feel so much special, and that you're not alone. All right, so now we're into December. December is the 10th ember in the 12th month. It's also part of the Tabat, or the Tibet. I say Tabat because it's part of Tabitha, and Tabitha is the deer. We talked about Santa Claus and all the reindeers, and when they have no antlers, it's because it's the females that are pulling the sled and not the males. So, like, Cupid is actually feminine. Vixen is a female fox anyways. So Dancer is somebody who dances, and this all represents the goddess feminine energy into December, and how magical it is, and how prosperous it actually is. And also about the miracles. The angels go overload during the month of December. I have made more money in the month of December doing the angel messages than any other month. And it's not just people buying gifts, it's buying them for themselves. And what do I do for the next year? So kind of look at that this is the time of year to really look at it's like the ends, it's the evaluation, it's the evaluation going into the next year. And I just feel like it's really beautiful. So your situation is the ally that comes from behind, that is not scared, that you may not have been looking. It says, how I'm going to use it, the hindsight is 2020. And what that means is that your eyes are fully open, that you can see everything as it is and see how things were constructed, and all the energies have led you into the place where you're at. Hindsight is 2020. That is what that means. This is how society has been forced to do things, right? And here, this is going to be into the second year of the pandemic, and the things that we have learned, and what we have learned to being by ourselves, selling online, doing courses online, being the creators of those courses, and helping other people. So there's an ally that's behind you, that is, it will be there when you need them. So just remember, you're not by yourself. Your angels, your ancestral guides, your animal totems and guides are with you if it's spiritual. But I kind of feel that this is a physical person or a physical corporation that is going to support you with your goals, not to push their items. They like your stuff and they're going to push your stuff. So that's a good thing. And then it's about saddling up and getting ready to go. So, what are you going to be doing in December? This is your clarity. Saddle up. This is a horse that was really scared of putting on saddles. So, after I trained her, go through all of her post traumatic stress and work through all of her issues, she was ready to ride. You just get that foot in the saddle and go. So what is holding you back? What is that fear mode? You need to get over that fear mode to go and saddle up so you can, achieve the dreams that you always wanted to, right? She's looking backwards, looking at you going, come on, let's go, right? Her name is Tequila. So, don't let things hold you back into going into 2022, because there's so much more that is unto offer, and it's all going to be good. We're into the second year of the age of Aquarius, and it is all about the house of friendships. And you know how that has been put on the line and burned bridges and reconstructed bridges. I was reunited with my sister after 10 years of nothing, because she had nothing but her siblings. And she reached out to me, and it's been so beautiful and so wonderful. So instead of looking at the bad, look at a lot of the really good and wonderful things that's coming in to reconstruct what friendships is. It's giving you new morals and new values that we hold and that we're going to keep lifting up, keep going into the next 2100 years. So a lot of beautiful things are happening. And social networking and how we network and how we're using internet versus touching people. I feel like we're going to still travel, and that is always the option to do that. Okay, so you may not like this situation card for 2021. I love it because I am ruled by Saturn. Saturn makes you look at things. Saturn's going to be with us for a while. So that is your clarity for 2021. It's going to make you look at things. It's going to make you focus on things that are not so nice. It's going to focus, because there's nothing more than divine wants, is to live a fulfilled life full of love and joy and peace. So that is always our goal, to live long lives, to have joy that exceeds our expectations, to have that peace that is such a wonderful, and we don't even know what the comprehension of peace is until we're in it. So that's what this card is about. Being still is about returning. It's also about sitting. There's a lot of things. This is about Saturday too, right? Recreational Saturday is the time that we spend with our families. It was said that when they moved the Ark of the Covenant, that they rose it, carried it, and sat it down. And it said that the Lord will conquer his enemies by not only the 10,000s, but by the 100,000s. And I kind of feel like those could be the emotions. Those could be the negative emotions, the DNA that's been passed on, that has been twisted. And we have DNA that has like dysfunctions, and that has disabilities, learning, or physical things that have happened to our bodies. And I kind of feel like things are going to be put back into order going into 2021. So kind of remember, take time to stay still. Now, when I do my meditations, my meditations actually help so much with all the other stuff that's going on, to give me a body that has no pain. I may be overweight, I may not talk correctly, but at least my body does not go into a numbness. It actually goes into a healing mode. So you might want to take, and get a couple of my MP3s or the active meditations. So you don't have to sit in a certain way. But you're actually wanting to move because it heals. And if your body, like your spine is compressed for so long, you have to really stretch up and out. So take time to do that. Take time to stretch. So many times we are just forced to sit or to stand, and we numb our own pain because we have been told to. And no pain, no gain, push through it. Sometimes it's necessary to stop and to actually give you a self massage in your feet into your lower back. So coming into this new era is really feminine. It's going to be like this for the next 2100 years. There's people who are going to bulk. It doesn't mean that you're going to become a woman. It just means you're going to soak in all of those energies. You're going to just receive it. Somebody gives you a gift, you're going to receive it, and guess what, you're going to use that gift, right? I always have a time where I'm struggling with ministers because it's like, no, the gift, you have it already. Well, if you don't receive it, it can't be used, right? There's a lot of people who put down the artistic qualities, the music qualities, because they're like starving musicians and starving artists, and I disagree. I believe that the more art that you do opens up those abundance, and not only that, it opens up your spiritual connection with the divine, because everything works, and you can't deny your spirituality, because then you deny your body, your physical, and then you get sick, and then you start getting cancer, and then you die, and you're not going to live a long life. So when they talk about unconscious and subconscious, it's spirit. Stop mislabeling things. It's just spirit. Nothing to be afraid of, because it's been around you all your life. All right, well, this is the end of my 2021 predictions, and it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's things to look for, but I look forward to doing more readings with you. And if you like this video, go ahead and leave a comment or send me a message, and I can focus on other different things for what to manifest on Mondays if you just don't know. I have lots of ideas. I just need motivation on my end too. So I appreciate people keeping me in accountability as well. So thank you, and God bless. We'll see you at the next one.